Welcome in everybody. Whether you are heading to school pickup like Eric with an A, or you're on lunch break, or maybe it's the nighttime and you're in a totally different part of the world than me. My name is Dancy Bearded. This is a live stream titled Beard Topics Live, where let me make sure my audio is right here. Yep, okay, I think we're doing good. If you guys are in the chat live right now, drop a comment. I'd love to see who's in here to begin. And of course, as you guys come in, hit that thumbs up if you don't mind to show YouTube you like this content. It's not just something I repeat all the time. It does mean a lot to me. And consider sharing this out on your social medias, your group chat, your text message, individual ones, your email, your Facebook post, whatever you guys got. This is a live stream that I take value in and pride in that you can listen to it live, you can watch it live, or you can catch it on replay, and it's all going to be equally as valuable. So any shares, any thumbs up is seriously greatly appreciated. So thank you guys so much there. And yeah, then these are, I see people being like, oh snap, whoa, hey, wow, how are we getting this one going? Well, the reason for this stream is I want to catch different time zones. I want to catch different work schedules, life schedules. And I know not everybody is able to make my 9 p.m. Eastern live streams on Monday and Wednesdays. So I want people to have the chance to be able to catch this. Now, I also want the ability to have a live stream dedicated to beards. We are really only going to talk about beard care today. It is not going to be about my life and tangents and all this stuff. We strictly stick to beards. And this has a place. I had someone comment yesterday that this was the favorite live stream on the channel that he watches. And that's awesome, man. I want diversity. I want different styles. On Monday, it's high intensity. It's giveaways. It's games. It's really crazy stories. Sometimes we get deep. On Wednesday, Sam is here and we give people advice, but we also get deep and get crazy and laugh and all this stuff. This is straight up beard talk, getting into the details, going over the answers, and how the breakdown works is we have a sponsor for every episode. This is episode 23. So shout out to those sponsors. This live stream is literally possible because of those sponsors. This is my job. This is my career. I can't say the same thing every time with this show, but it's true. I'm just trying to explain here. So to take away from my job and my career the time, there has to be some value added back in. Like right now, for example, guys, I am on Violet duty. Violet woke up from nap. She is on the opposite side of this wall from me, watching TV, eating fruit snacks. So if we get a little guest that interrupts the show, it's just cute little Violet. Sam is picking up the boys from school. We recorded a podcast today. So just to give you a glimpse, this is in my real lifetime. And so the sponsors make it possible. So we're going to start off by talking about the sponsor today. Shout out to Tabletop Beard. And then from there, we will go into 3 set questions that I got from you guys, whether it's from YouTube, Reddit, Instagram, or Facebook. Those are the 4 main areas I get the topics. And a goal is to talk about topics that maybe they don't have a dedicated video right now, that it's like, it's an important one, but I don't know if I have enough meat there to make it a dedicated video. But also maybe it's something that I can't just do a quick text reply on a comment or a message to you. And it's like, you got to kind of hear me talk about it. Or maybe it's a question on a video that I've already done in the past. And instead of saying like, hey, go watch that video, I could do kind of a summary recap. And so that's how we get started on this show, you guys. And again, if you're catching this for the first time, I hope you go back and check out the other ones. There's so much good information. And the reason why I like to do this in a live stream format that you can listen to later, like a podcast, amazing comments. I always leave these streams specifically with new video ideas. If you see me take out my phone and like take a picture of the screen, it's probably going to become a video one day, months and months down the road, because I plan out ahead of time a lot, but it'll likely become a video. So let's see who's in here early on. If you guys don't mind dropping a comment, we got David, we got Eric with an A, Jason M, John D. John, I think just won a giveaway like minutes ago in my Facebook group. There is a in the description, there is a link. It's called the Commands Corner. We always have giveaways. We have group exclusive discounts, some really cool people in there and posts and interesting topics. So check out Commands Corner. You might win something for free. We have Vado, Robert, Donald, Warren, John, Dynamo, Adam, Nano, Ruben, Mad Donkey, Ryan, Rob Fitch, Josh, John, welcome, Go Habs, True North, Jake Boss, Discover. Did I get everybody here? Craig, Scott, welcome, guys. Moose, Anybody else that missed? Andrew, what's going on, you guys? If I missed G Squared, if I missed you, I promise I didn't plan on it. Lana, welcome. And I do want to say before we really dive in, I want to say thank you guys for all the kind words and the feedback that you guys give me while I do these streams. I've had people tell me like this really helps their drive home from work. You guys don't know how much that means to me to hear that, like something that I can talk about and something I can do, you look forward to, and it makes your ride home better. Like I have people that I watch and I listen to, right? There's podcasts that I watch and listen to that just make me feel good. They're comforting, they're entertaining, they're interesting. I have YouTube channels that I watch that do the same thing. And to hear from you guys, especially a stream like this, where we're not going to have the craziest numbers, but I do know there's a lot of value. When you guys give that information back to me and say, hey, man, I enjoy these. They calm me. I had someone tell me that they put this live stream playlist on just like play as the whole playlist. And it's what they go to sleep to because it's like a calming, soothing voice to them. Dude, that's so dang cool. Like that seriously sticks with me and makes my day. I can go through most of the the like comments and compliments that people give me because it really means a lot to me. So thank you guys so much for saying that. It helps a ton in so many ways that you couldn't imagine. So thank you. I'm loving these. You guys know I love to talk about beard topics, and it's not always the easiest to do when you have like, just life and crazy streams and stuff going on. So we dedicate it here. Now so we got the sponsor, we have set topics, and then the last part of the show, whatever time we have remaining, usually it's about a half an hour, is going to be topics made by you guys. Josh has a question in the chat. I have starred that one, and then I will come back to it, and we will hit that during the segment where I answer your guys' topics and answer your guys' questions. And again, almost always, those lead to new videos. Those lead to new ideas. And sometimes with the topics I have already set, your guys' feedback makes me think, ooh, wow, okay. Yeah, that's good for sure. And Dan, I think you see who is always here and who is only here during giveaways. Yeah, I think there's more to it than that, Vado. This is, I think, a huge part about these shows would be the time. So there's a lot of people right now that are working. There's a lot of people right now that are in school. There's a lot of people that are picking up their kids from school and have after-school activities. So there's definitely a lot more to it. I definitely understand some people come for giveaways, right? We know that. But I think that's a lazy crutch that some people put on to say that my show numbers are bigger, like, oh, Dan, it gets big numbers because of giveaways. No, I think it more so has to do with more people that watch this channel are available at 9 p.m. Eastern because their family's kind of winding down and the day's getting going, even if you're on the West Coast, right? It's the evening, it's dinner time. So I think more of it has to do with the schedule. And this one doesn't fit as much for most people. But that's why the replays grow. That's why the views continue to grow day in and day out. And I get to see new people that can't make those later times. And that's something that means a lot to me. He's live. I am. Welcome, Mr. Gizzard Gary. I appreciate that so much. Yeah, absolutely. And Scott says, you think I can watch this stream and build a Linux Live USB drives at the same time? Of course, man. Nobody better ever doubt you. Yeah, nobody ever better doubt you. So let's go. Let's get this popping here. And again, guys, thank you so much. Adam, I have starred your question. RP, what's going on, man? Appreciate you guys being in here. And let's get it rolling. Let's not, hey, what's up here to Beanie? Let's get this show popping. As I said, random days, random times, and it's all about beard care, beard style, beard nerding, details, whatever you want to call it. And just a reminder for anybody that has forgotten, hit that thumbs up. It means a lot to me. And G Squared said, I actually think I've watched more Dan C live streams without entering the giveaways because I can always listen for the entire show and I don't want to be a flush. I can watch for all of you. Hey, man, I appreciate that. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. And Moose says, I for sure miss more Commands Corner and beard advice since moving to the West Coast, but able to catch a lot of the beard topics more often. Awesome, man. That's good to hear. And hopefully you guys go back and catch any of the replays if you want to. I don't ever want to be a charity case. I don't want people watching shows because they're like, I know this will help Dan, so I'm just going to listen. I want you guys to watch because you enjoy it. You're entertained. You have some value that's taken out of it. That's my goal. I never, ever want to feel like a charity. And you guys say so many kind things that really, really help. So, and Tim says, I'm currently sitting in the pickup line for my daughter at school. Too funny. Sam's there right now doing that, but we rotate days, and so I'm not picking her up today. Hey, what's up, Travis? Welcome, welcome, welcome. And some people are on their on their phones at work too, which is really cool. Really, really cool. So we have some OGs in the chat here, like Mark, Beards and Vinyl. If you guys have questions, drop them in the chat. I will star them as the show goes on, and I should have the ability to get to them as we go. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our sponsor today. And again, guys, these streams are made possible by your sponsors. I am completely transparent. This isn't anything where I'm trying to make it seem one way or the other. This is again a sponsored show, and thank you to those sponsors. If any companies or people are interested in sponsorship information, get a hold of me. We're also doing sponsors for our podcast, new podcast tomorrow morning, you guys. It's called Catching Up with the Commands. There's a link in the description. It will be episode number 3. We will never miss. You guys know how the commands roll. Episode number 3 every Friday. Tomorrow's episode is relationship communication. So yes. Parked outside Dan's house. Yeah, right. He's outside here. There is a school by my house, so yes. All right. So somebody says that is a bad logo. Oh, yeah. Our sponsor today is officially Tabletop Beard. Now, this is a company that I have done a full review for. This is a company that I have consulted with many times, and I absolutely love what they're doing and how they're doing it. I really see this relationship growing more and more with this company. Tim, that is so true, man. Oh, shout out to Tim, man. Good to see you. He said, yeah, those GB lines are crazy. That's so funny. And Tabletop Beard Co., they are in the Pacific Northwest. They have an absolutely amazing theme, an amazing blend. What's up, Corey? Corey, I actually mentioned you a little bit earlier here. And SK says, thanks for sponsoring. Absolutely. And guys, I say this every week too. I don't want you guys ever to feel pressure to buy products or anything like that. But if you're like, man, I love these streams, I want to give back to the sponsors, easy ways to give back to these sponsors would be go to the Tabletop Beard Instagram and just go give them a follow. If this stream gets done and they're like, oh my gosh, we have 10 new followers, that's valuable to them. Very valuable to them. I have one more thing that's free today that you guys can do to be able to support and help out these sponsors. Obviously, if you want to try their products, you have my full recommendation. I did help develop them. I gave them some feedback along the way, and I'm very proud of the products that they have. And so if you guys have ever tried this company, please drop a comment such as G Squared right here. He says, let me be completely clear. This company is absolutely amazing. But even if they weren't, please, Ranger is seriously one of the greatest scents of all time. Not just beard scents, any scent. I think you guys can feel the passion and the energy from G Squared about this company here. They really are doing some wonderful, wonderful things. And there is a discount code. This is not an affiliate at this time. It's just a discount savings for you guys. And it is DTTB20 for 20% off, right? DTTB20 for 20% off. Now, listen to this blend here. Hey, what's up, Twitch? Listen to this blend here, guys. Meadow foam, jojoba, rosehip, argan, avocado, and sunflower. All absolute bangers, like bangers here. Meadow foam, jojoba, rosehip, argan, avocado, and sunflower. Now, to go along with this theme here, if you guys have not picked up on it, this is a tabletop-themed game company, aka Dungeons and Dragons style. So their characters, their artwork is all kind of based off of that, and it's really cool. I don't know the most about Dungeons and Dragons, but I have a lot of friends that have played it and do play it and even run online servers and have like live streams that they watch, and they'll do 3-4 hour sessions every Sunday. I think it's cool. I love community. I love camaraderie. And wherever you can find a like-minded group of people that support each other, that are positive, heck yeah, let's go. So it's a wonderful medium viscosity oil, beautiful golden blend. And if I could use one word to describe this company, it would be legit. Like straight up legit. The owners are 3 brothers that are all very successful, all very intelligent. One of the brothers that I deal with kind of the most here, he went to school actually to learn about making wine and mead. And the beverage industry has such a higher standard of just being like clean, just being sanitary, being safe, that it has to carry over here. Hey, here's Tabletop Shane right there. That it has to carry over into the beard product industry. And that's exactly what I'm talking about, man. Just straight up legitimate. Just straight up legitimate. Josh is saying, I'm memorized that the logo, it would make a nice tab. Their logo is so good, and all of their art really is. Like, I could talk about this company for a long time, for a very long time. And if you didn't catch the comment earlier, there was such a good comment about this company. Where did this go by G Squared here? I thought I had starred it, but G Squared had said earlier about them. Okay. Oh, and he said about the stream too. He said these are my favorites when he does them early on weekends, as I'm usually out working in the yard and can listen while mowing. Awesome. And again, guys, I hope that you go back and you listen. You guys are able to go back and listen to this with the kind of podcast style where you don't have to actually look at the screen. You just put in some audio and you just kind of make it happen. And that's something that I think is pretty cool to think about. And so again, here's G Squared, guys. He says, look, let me be completely clear. This company is absolutely amazing. But even if they weren't, please, Ranger is seriously one of the greatest scents of all time. Not just beard scents, but any scents. That's pretty dang cool there. I love that feedback. And G Squared said, even if I'm not wearing it, I will literally open my Ranger beard butter and just inhale just to get a hit. He's hooked, you guys. Yeah, he is hooked. Warren says, I've got the Barbarian from Tabletop, and it's such a nice citrus scent. In my opinion, great in beard product. I would say the Barbarian, Warren, is my favorite from this company, and it really is. It is a good, solid citrus scent. Good, solid citrus scent. Donald Long says, I enjoy Ranger, Barbarian, Rogue, and Fighter scents. Great scents and feel in beard. Awesome. Twitch says, awesome ingredients. And Scott says, just check their IG. Looks cool. Thank you, Scott. And again, guys, if you want to, it is free and is really helpful if you just go check out their Instagram and give them a follow over there. I'll actually link it in the chat so I can make it even easier on you guys. So here in the chat right now is their Instagram. Just click that, give them a follow, and let's help them grow their social media, grow their reach. It's free and can really help them out. G Squared said, Rogue is my second favorite from them and my current favorite cologne scent among beard oils. Okay, cool. Love that. Love that. All right, let's say, Tim says, it's funny, Sam is behind in line at school. Nice, too funny. This is like her, Tim, this is like her peaceful time. No crazy daughter, no boys going wild, not me bugging her. So that's her time right now. And Shane says, thanks, Dan, and everyone for being here. No, thank you for sponsor, man. You guys literally made this possible. All right, and then the last slide about the company here. If you see in the top left-hand corner, this would be the three owners, three brothers, Pacific Northwest. They go to all kind of shows and trade fairs, and they also go to Renaissance festivals, very on theme, showing these things off. They even have like expos for tabletop games. And I was like, dudes, you guys need to get to those. There's not going to be a beard oil company that can resonate as much as you guys. So dang cool. No, I do not believe that their products are on Amazon. If they reached out to me and said, hey, do you think we should get an Amazon? My answer would be no. It's for a company of this size, it's very hard. Amazon really shaves off those margins. You not only have to pay about a 50% margin. So let's say you sell an oil for $20, you have to accept $10 from Amazon for that. Okay. All right. Well, there's a little bit of room left there. Well, if there's a return, you're just out. You don't get the product. You don't get that money back. If somebody finds your product from an ad, you have to pay for that. What about the storage? If you do Amazon fulfillment, you have to send in the products to Amazon. It sits on a shelf. They charge you for the storage. It's a whole debacle. Not something that I would super recommend unless you're at a super high level and you are able to have distribution and manufacturing. Loaded topic, but no, they're not on Amazon. G Squared said, Ranger is one of those few scents that actually invoke emotion from me. It reminds me of camping early in the morning when the dew is still on the ground and my dad and me go hiking. Dude, that's awesome. That's really cool, G Squared. Really, really cool. And AB, or AI, what up, man? He says, how you doing? I managed to watch you live. Love it. Love it. Love it. And then kind of final comments here. G Squared says, I think it's the leather because my dad had some leather belts and bags he would use when camping. And I mean, that's a guess. Yeah, makes sense to me. All right, next thing, guys, is in a couple of weeks, they will have a new scent coming out. Tabletop is going to sponsor one of these live streams every month. So I imagine next month we should have a slide dedicated to this new scent. So stay tuned. If you guys like this company and you want to try something new, it will be coming. And then the last thing, I'm going to do a little exit here so I can grab a link. If you see on that bottom right, I actually have a copy of this and have been able to kind of go over it and I don't know, not edit it, but I was able to read through it and see if there were any things that I would add or change or edit. If you click that link in the chat right now, it is their Beard Care 101 guide. This is, hey, Ryan, this is an online PDF document that's just going to break down some really kind of cool, basic, and even like thorough aspects of beard care. Perfect if you know someone in your life that is thinking about taking care of their beard or just getting started taking care of their beard. This is something that will really help them. Guys, it's free. All you got to do is click that link in the chat, sign up with your, I believe, just your email, and you're good to go from there. So again, two main ways if you guys want to help support this company and this sponsor, if you guys appreciate this stream, give their Instagram a follow. There's a link in the chat right now. And then give that Beard Care 101 PDF download a simple sign up for free. And I think it will really make a nice difference. Oh, and here's a great question from Donald Long. He said, what ingredient or process causes the color of the table for tabletop? Great question. Now, of course, I can't know for sure because I'm not there in the actual making process, but I will say we can go back here. We can kind of break it down. And if Shane is still in, he can give his feedback on this as well. We have meadow foam. No, not really. Golden jojoba, for sure. Rosehip, not really. Argan, absolutely. Avocado, no, that one's a little bit on the more green side. Sunflower, a little bit. My hunch would be, with my understanding of ingredients, this color would come from argan and golden jojoba. It really is this gorgeous yellow golden color, man. It's so cool too. And rosehip, all right, yeah, so rosehip's added in on the color as well. I like it for sure. Okay. And he says, okay, got a question. Yeah, we will definitely hit the question. Josh and everybody else, I got those saved for the second half of the show as well. Okay. Oh, okay, gotcha. Josh, great question, man. Yeah, I will definitely hit that one for sure. For sure. All right. Ooh, Lana would like to know, Shane, do you guys have anything along the lines of a mint, eucalyptus, rosemary? Do you have something in that minty, invigorating type scent or family profile? They would love to hear about that. All right, guys. So that is our sponsor today. Thank you guys for checking them out. Thank you for sponsoring. From the bottom of my heart, I recommend everything this company makes. Phenomenal oil, fantastic, smooth, nourishing butter. And I have helped them from pre-production to launch and then scents as well. So, and they're off and running now. They don't even need me. It's super cool to see the success that they have. All right, let's dive in and get our first question. And this one is just kind of a back to the basics type one, but I really like this. And we want to be able to use this type of stream to answer these questions. What's up, Ward? And then Tabletop Shane says, cleric. It's mint, eucalyptus, and huckleberry. Very unique, very refreshing, and awesome. One of my favorites from them. So the question that we have today, first one is, so to be sure, I should go wash, condition, and oil. Love this, right? And I've had all sorts of new questions coming in. As we enter the fall, you guys, I keep saying this, but I hope you guys will listen and try to lean into it. As we enter the fall, there's going to be a lot of new people that are growing out their beards and taking care of them for the first time. So they're going to ask questions that may seem obvious to you or I right now, but if you go back to your start, it probably wasn't obvious. This stuff's a foreign language. To guys that grow up not super caring about our skin and hair, like me and many of my friends, when you start talking about things like conditioner, I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know how to use it. I didn't know when to use it or how much to use it. That was all new to me. I had to learn myself. I didn't have anybody there to help me take care of my beard. And so I want to try to make that transition as easy as possible. The worst thing we could do is try to seem like we're all like high and mighty and we know this stuff and kind of talk down to people. Really engage with them and let them know, oh man, I so remember what it was like to take care of my beard. I remember how much of a foreign language it was. And be encouraging, be educational, be helpful to them. It can make a big difference. And you're going to get questions like this. So should I go wash, condition, and oil? So we got 2 shower products there, unless you're talking about leave-in, but we're going to leave that out of the conversation. No pun intended. But I'm just not a big leave-in conditioner fan unless you have very kind of coarse, curly, and and oftentimes oily skin, then it can suit you a little bit better. Something like a black man, he definitely has the more of a leaning towards using a leave-in conditioner as compared to someone like me, who I am Caucasian. I have dry skin. I don't have super curly hairs. It's just not going to fit me as well. So, but we're going to leave that aside for right now. Leave-in conditioner is sitting aside. And so, and Brian says, I remember learning something new like it was this morning. Yeah, yeah. And JT Steve's right. Always learning. Same here. I literally learn from you guys every stream, and that's not an exaggeration. There's something I'm like, oh yeah, good point. I didn't think of that. And I love that so much. So in the shower, yes, I actually recommend washing your beard every day. Now, I know that's blasphemy. I know that has changed from me, myself, over the years. I went from saying, hey, a couple of times a week to, hey, every other day to now every single day. This is a new industry, guys. Information is coming in. Experiences are being documented, and we're really learning. Do not forget, the very first beard product company in the United States of America on file was 2011. We didn't really see the industry start to get going until 2013. You hear companies like Honest Amish, Beard Brand, Live Bearded, and you're like, oh man, they've been around forever. No, those companies, all Detroit Grooming, they all started in 2013. It's only been 10 years since we've had the majority of these companies. This is a baby industry, an absolutely baby industry. And here is a huge point as well from Corey. 10 years ago, no one had gentle daily beard washes. They didn't exist. So the reason why, and Corey, and you guys always do this to me, I think this will be a dedicated video as well. When these things didn't exist, you guys, is because they would say, oh man, we have these harsh stripping washes that would leave your skin dry and brittle and the hair kind of wiry and like you can't get your hands through it. And so people would say things like, hey, if you use that more than once a week, you're going to damage your beard. Well, they were right. They were not wrong back then. However, the industry has progressed. Our products have gotten better and have adapted to our needs more. We now have washes that have beard oil blends inside the wash. So it's nourishing with the oil while we still have the cleansing and clarifying ingredients that we need to clean the skin, to get into the pores, to really clear out the hairs. That's a big difference. So we went from a time when people said, hey, only wash your beard once a week, to now me, where I'm adamantly saying, I think everybody, regardless of your personal situation, should wash their beard every day. Just do it with a good quality beard wash. That has changed and evolved as the industry. It's not like I've changed my mind and I'm saying like, hey, don't do this, don't do that. It's just new information has come in and we adjust. So I do think that you should wash your beard every day. Conditioner, I personally follow up every other day. Today was a conditioner day. If I need a really good styling day, I do go with conditioner. And that is important as well. And that could even be a topic in thinking about how I need my beard to look when it styles its best. So yes, wash first, always in the shower. Conditioner, optional after. There's some people that have big, luscious, thick, gorgeous beards that never use beard conditioner, and that's okay. It's not necessary. It can be useful depending on your personal variables, but it's not necessary. And then followed by oil on a damp beard after the shower. Yes. I believe wash and oil are the two essential products, and everything else has a purpose and can be useful in your routine. And so I love this question to kind of get back down to the basics. Wash first, oil after the shower, conditioner is optional once you are out of the shower. And so, yeah, man, and I love that thought process of we haven't really changed our thinking on this, but we have changed our approach when it comes to products. All right, I'm going to type a comment here so I can highlight it myself. So what to use? What do I use when I need my beard looking its best? Okay, beautiful. Now I'm going to highlight that and take a picture. That's like my method of storing new video ideas while a stream is going on. My photo album is just like new new ideas. So love that question. Love the discussion. Thank you guys for the add-ons there. All right. And a reminder for this great sponsor, I'm going to put up a little banner down at the bottom. There is a discount code that's on the screen, DTTB20. All right. Next question. Again, a kind of beginner one, but I think we're at about that time. And about that time, one of Violet's favorite songs. And I want to make I lost my ear thing. I want to make sure we cover this in a good way. And we may have a guest in a little bit. So stay tuned with me here. All right. The question is butter and balm the same? The answer is no. They are similar, very similar. They both have an oil and butter basis. Almost all beard butters have oils and butters. The main difference is beard balm is going to have wax and or more wax. Butter can have wax. It doesn't have to. It's not a like make or break it, but it's going to have wax. It's going to have a very small amount. So to break it down here, it's very simple. Beard butter is mainly for the nourishment of your beard hairs, but can also add a little bit of styling. Beard balm is mainly for styling, but can also add a little bit of nourishment. Think about it like this. A beard balm is like a healthy version of hairspray. Beard butter is like a better version of a leave-in conditioner. That would be the best way that I would be able to explain those ones. And can you use both? Yes, but I don't recommend using them both at the same time. There are some people that go oil, butter, and then balm. That's too much. I believe that's going to suffocate the beard. It's eventually going to get down to the pores. It's going to weigh your beard down heavy. It's not going to style well. Your beard does need to go through this natural detox process. It needs to sweat. It needs to breathe. All of these things happen, man. A beard is so complicated. When we talk about the tens of thousands of hairs and hair follicles that you have, all of those have two blood vessels. They have a sebaceous gland. They have so many things going on. It's pretty crazy to think about, but beard butter and beard balm are not the same ones. So yes, it really is awesome. Lana says, evening beard butter makes your beard feel and style exquisite. Yes. Wearing, and this is what I recommend for me, right? I can't tell you for you because that's a personal variable. I use beard butter at night and I do not use beard balm because I can achieve my styling without the need of balm and I don't need any help with nourishment during the day. Why? Because I drink enough water. Cheers, guys. Hey, question for you guys. What are you guys sipping on? What are you snacking on right now? I know you got something next to you. Don't lie. You got Skittles. You got some M&Ms. Maybe you got some almonds, right? You're doing good. I'm just drinking some cold water right now. We did not go to the gym today. We had planned on it, but we had too much work to get caught up on. Sam had a little bit of some anxiety built up over some things that had to do with work. And so we took the morning off of gym. And guess what? I don't feel bad about it. However, my water has suffered a little bit. Normally when I'm at the gym, I drink like half a gallon by 10 o'clock. So my water is down a little bit here, but I promise I'll get caught back up. Maddox says soccer practice later. So I'll make sure to get my water up during that time. So great question here. All right, next one. And this is the last set topic. Then we're going to get to your guys' questions. I actually have 13 questions starred. So we'll hit as many as I can. I will be out of here firmly at 4 o'clock, just so you guys are aware. We have a quick little guest here. You want to come say hi? All right. I am in the meeting, though, okay? You want to say hi? All right, this is a little Violet, you guys. Here, talk in the mic. Come over. All right. All right, go watch your show, go play, okay? And if you get shut the door behind you. Now say hi. They know you're not shy. Violet, they know you. And they're saying, "Oh, hi." Look at that guest appearance of this little girl here. So, all right, come say hi. Nothing. All right. Oh. Ah! All right. Shane says, "Hi, Violet." Can you say hi, Shane? Say thanks for sponsoring. All right, you're fired. You're fired. I'm not fired. You're not fired? Okay, say thanks, Shane. She won't even do it. Star of the show. I know. She really is. What do you Peekaboo? What are you watching out? What are you watching out there? All right. You want to say hi before you go? Okay. Well, I got to get to work, okay? So go ride your scooter. Close that door behind you. All right. Bye, sweetie. That's my daughter, you guys. Close it, punk. Bye. Love you. She's embarrassed. All right. I'm not fired. No, she knows. All right. So the last question that we have here, you guys, enjoy that age. I am. I got 2 boys that are older, so I kind of understand that. So the next question is, how do I stop my beard from frizzing? Mine is about 1 inch in length. Great question. A lot of this has to do with your beard type, but also your environment. If you are in an area of humidity, the main thing you can do is hope. Hope that you can contain that beard and win that battle. That's a beast of a variable and a beast of a challenge, is to try and win that frizz. Now, here are a couple of general rules that you can do to be able to tame that frizz and kind of conquer it. Number 1, literally drink enough water, right? Drink enough water here. So important to keep that beard nourished. We have those blood vessels that attach to the hair that are delivering the hydration. It makes a really, really, really big difference. Okay. Next would be simply having the ability to use heat, but not not too much heat. Corey, and thank you guys for the kind words. I love my daughter, and then hopefully I'll bring her back maybe towards the end. You guys can see more with her. But Corey says, I have that problem too. For me, it's too much heat on the heated brush. So there's heat, and then there's too much heat. And I don't know if G Squared wants to share, but G Squared reached out to me with a problem of some like frizzing and some craziness on the side of his beard. And I said, I think you're actually overdoing the heat and used a little bit too much heat. And so it was like, oh, wow. And it made all the difference in the world. So heat to a degree, right? Too much of anything is a bad thing. And Ruben says, I work in heat and humidity with little airflow. I just accept that's how it's going to be. I use some heat, but by the end of the day, it doesn't matter. And there are some situations, environments, and variables where you just got to, say, you got me, right? Florida humidity, okay, you win. It's very, very challenging. Now, a last thing that you can do that works for some people, it's not my personal preference, but it does work for some people, that would be using beard balm. Put a little light balm, put a firm balm, kind of experiment. The purpose of beard balm is to help with the styling. And so that could make a really nice difference as well. So again, just something to think about there. And G Squared said, literally my sides have been growing. I think I was frying the sides. Can't thank Dan enough. Change my routine. I got you, man. I'm glad. That's really cool. So that would be the best thing. Drink enough water, use the right amount of heat, and then also maybe consider a little bit of balm to help with your styling. Outside of that, there isn't a whole bunch of things you can do for frizz. We're not going to use hairspray. We're not going to use something that's going to damage the beard, you guys. And then here's a great one. I was just kind of getting to that, Corey. Too funny on the timing. One thing that I have added to my routine, I'm not saying you need to. It's expensive. Trust me, I know this. I got mine for free. So would I have bought it? Probably not, because I'm frugal. But there is a thing from Babyliss that is the cold brush. It's literally the opposite of a heated brush. It's a Cairo brush. It has this little plate in the middle that's shaped like a heated brush, but it gets unbelievably cold. You guys, if anything, it's just so satisfying. When you get out of the shower, you got those clean sweats, it's like, and you use this ice cold brush over your mustache and over your sides. Goodness, is that thing satisfying. It is so legit. Dynamo says it really is legit. And for me, it does help out to control the styling. The frizz goes down when I do that. So yeah, great one there. Love that. Hope that helped you out. Real quick, circle back to our sponsors today, you guys. We have in here Tabletop Beard. Give them a look. I'm going to link their Instagram in the chat. Please go check them out. That would mean a lot to them. And then also, if you go on their website, they have this new free Beard Care 101 PDF. Take a look at, even if you feel like you know everything, take a look at it to send to people. When people ask you about beard care, that could be a really cool resource to send them. And you got this owned by 3 brothers, which is awesome. Hey, Michael, welcome in, man. He said he's on break, just stopping in to say hello. Very cool. I appreciate you seeing in here, buddy. All right, let's go ahead and hit your guys' questions or at least as many as we can. So starting off with Josh here. Dan, quick question. I know this doesn't have anything to do with my beard, but how is Sam doing? We struggle with the same exact thing. Sam's doing well. So Sam talked about it last night. If you guys didn't catch it on Beard Advice Live, she has some anxiety that builds up at different times. She has some stress, all the things that a lot of people go through, some mental hurdles and challenges. I don't have those same ones to the level she does, but she's doing well. Today's been a great day. We did our podcast that was over an hour, which is really cool. So that podcast will be out tomorrow. And for us, what helps out a lot is just simply talking, man. Just simply talking here. And how cool is this, man? We got hello from Grand Rapids, Michigan, Epic Beard Wolverine brother. Yeah, go blue, baby. And I was actually born in Grand Rapids, St. Mary's Hospital. I don't think it's there anymore, but yeah, man, this is so cool. And Inlana says, just a friendly reminder, if you guys stepped over the welcome mat, enjoy the show, but how about a thumbs up? Thank you. Thank you for that reminder. I appreciate that. Okay. So Josh, she's doing well, man. Thank you for asking. All right. Adam says, when I shower in the afternoon, should I use oil and then butter in the AM? I recommend oil every morning. Regardless if you shower or not, I think you need to start the day with that proper nourishment in the soil, right? Below the crops, which is your skin to the beard. Every morning, regardless, I would recommend using oil. If you shower in the afternoon, I would shower. I would add oil after the shower. Butter is personal preference at that point. I probably would. And then in the morning, even if I don't wash fully, I'm going to thoroughly rinse in the sink. If I use a butter with wax, I am going to wash. I always wash out wax. That's my recommendation to you guys. So hopefully that helped you out with the question there. Dancy, can you use Honest Amish soap to wash your beard every day without it hurting your beard? No, I do not recommend that. I'm sure there are some that can get away with it. And we got our guest star back again. But their soap is a soap. It has a pH of 9 to 10. And so I do not recommend anybody using that daily. Now, do some people use their soap daily and can get away with it? I'm sure. There's some people that drink Monster Energy drinks all day, every day, and they live to be 100, right? Just because we have exceptions doesn't mean we should teach that as a rule. What's up, sweetie? I love you. Thank you. She just came in to tell me she loves me. She likes to ham it up for the show. Awesome. And awesome, man. Yeah. So, Mike, great question. Answer is no. I don't recommend using that soap every day. All right. Here's Mark. And he says, some people really love the scents that are super long lasting. Can scent duration be too long? I.e., is there some way that scents adhere to IFRA that can last 12 hours? Yeah. There are some scent profiles, you guys, that can, like, such as there's certain versions of cedarwood that can be 100% potency, meaning you can legally sell a bottle of cedarwood essential oil or a cedarwood fragrance oil, and you could sell it as a beard oil. That's going to be way too long lasting for me. And yes, 100%. Now that's going to be on the onus of the company to make sure it's not too long, even though it's technically safe. Violet, they're all saying hello to you and saying hi, Violet. Anything you want to say to them? No? All right. Why are you getting shy? You're not normally shy. All right, next one here. Does whipped beard butter make a difference, or is it just for show? It makes a difference for personal preference. Whipped beard butter is just simply lighter. You introduce air into the cooling process. So as the butter is cooling, you are actually whipping it and introducing air. And easy there. And as you introduce air, it makes it a little bit lighter and fluffier. And if that's what you like, that's awesome. But there's no like scientific advantages or anything like that to it. All right, next one here from my man Moose. Dan, I've noticed a sticky feeling coming from a certain beard oil of Dr. Nick's that I have. Any idea for the possible reason? Yeah. So I'm talking to a lot of people right now. And they're all watching. They're seeing if Violet's being good or not. And I like the oil, but the sticky feeling is off-putting. I don't know what that would be. The only time I really get a sticky feeling from oil is from castor, which can be definitely a sticky oil. So I'm not sure what that would be for you, Moose. If anybody has any ideas, let Moose know in the chat. Good question, man. I'll think on it and I'll message you if I come up with something. Alan wants to know, in your opinion, what is the best carrier for softness? A bird oil, ostrich oil to be specific, or CBD? Those two would definitely be the most potent anti-inflammatory ingredients, which essentially are going to be things that are going to make your beard feel softer in the end. They're going to open up those blood vessels and the runways for nourishment, and that's going to really help out. So yeah, definitely a great question, and that's such an amazing ingredient that I have. And yeah, if he's talking about the growth oil, that one's really thick, and that one does have a lot to it. Okay. All right. Yes, Valley. We gotta have this meeting though. Do you need to tell people something? Okay. Do you want to go watch your TV? All right. Then you gotta sit quietly. Okay. All right, she's coming home soon. All right, so Josh wants to know, do you think it's strange when the owner or owners who sell beard products don't have a beard themselves? No, absolutely not. And I did see your prior comment. I'm glad that you came back and changed the wording and said, hey, is it hypocritical? No. And I'll tell you the reason why. One of the greatest beard product creators in the history of the industry is a woman. Her name's Holly. She used to run a company called Whiskey and Hardtack, and she is now an employee at Beard Octane. Holly knows as much about beard care as any person on this planet, and I mean that. She may be the most knowledgeable. I absolutely love picking Holly's brain and completely going through with it. Jill, the co-owner of Dr. Nick's Amazing Man Stuff, she is a woman and does not have a beard. There's many guys that cannot grow beards, but understand science and understand chemistry and know how to make these things. So no, I do not think it's strange at all. A beard should not dictate how you feel about a company's products. But I love that you asked that and you feel safe to ask that here because it's something you're wondering. So yeah, that is legit. Josh says, I remember when watching Dan's morning routine. That was the first video I watched, and he was talking about beard oil and me being brand new saying, what's beard oil? I learned something new every day. That's cool, man. That is definitely a popular video. All right. Is biotin a DHT blocker? No, not at all. No worries there at all. It is going to magnify your DHT sensitivity. So no. All right, for later, for someone who might wash their beard in the sink occasionally instead of full shower, any advice versus in the shower? Seems common sense, but I mean, I bet a lot of you guys do this. The only advice I would have if you wash your beard in the sink is to not wear a shirt. Don't wear a shirt because you're going to get it soaking wet and it's going to just cause a mess. So that would be my biggest advice. Other than that, just don't use too much. Not too much wash, not too much water. Just try to figure out where that line is of using just enough. So good question. All right. Adam wants to know, I work every day in a dusty environment, then condition once a week. It works so far. Any thoughts? That's great, man. I would make sure you wash every single day, especially in those work conditions. And then using conditioner once a week is great. I use it every other day. Maybe experiment, play, and see what works for you. But that would be one that would be awesome. All right. And so when we're talking about ingredients, please, once I'm done, right? I said, when I'm done, you'll get some. Hemp Wizard uses hemp seed oil. Yeah, so hemp seed oil is completely different than CBD oil. They come from the same parent plant, kind of, but they are not related really at all. So make sure to not confuse CBD and hemp. I do love hemp seed oil, but it's nothing like CBD. All right, anything in the carrier blend that could cause an unwanted reaction, like the bad smell of FCO or a bit on my skin? No. So one thing that I do when I work with companies is I try to give them some advice on things that might bring up a flag or might be a little worrisome. So when you take a look at their list here, there are ingredients that some people love, but other people don't. And sometimes it's smarter to avoid those. For example, grapeseed oil. For example, coconut oil. For example, ostrich or emu oil. For example, hemp seed oil. All of those have different reasons why certain groups of people will not purchase from you. This company does not have anything that, hey, Jason, this company does not, hey, Saad, have anything that I am worried about that would have any kind of reaction for anybody. Metal foam, jojoba, rosehip, argan, avocado, and sunflower. So awesome. Now, are there allergies out there to some of those? Yeah, of course, right? We talk about it all the time. People are allergic to grass. My wife, Sam, is allergic to grass. Sam is allergic to mosquitoes. She'll get a mosquito bite and it swells up like a golf ball. It's pretty crazy to think about and to see. So no, this blend is awesome. And not to say the other ones aren't. It's just we got to acknowledge there are some people that have reactions to those things. So Abraham says, how many times should I brush my beard daily without overbrushing it? My ideal brushing a day or combing a day is twice, in the morning and at night. Always comb with your beard being damp. Now, brushing, you can brush a dry beard. You just got to be real gentle. You don't want to pull. You don't want to be making any kind of damage. But my advice is twice a day. Twice a day. Josh, Dan, is there a difference? Dan, is it a difference to wet my beard in the sink versus spray bottle? Nope, just personal preference. I feel the spray bottle, it doesn't get drenched. You probably just have to spray it more. There's no like real big difference of getting it wet in the sink or with a spray bottle. It's just up to you. And Noah says, any advice for keeping a beard soft while riding a motorcycle? Whoo, so I'm actually working on this video. I've never ridden a motorcycle and I never will. It's not my thing. I have tons and tons of friends that do, and that's awesome, man. I've obviously have no issues with it. But no, I don't have a set answer other than try something like wearing a neck gaiter, try wearing something that's going to cover the beard. It's just, yeah, as Shane says here, that's just a tough one. It really is. And I have people in here that ride bikes and they can give advice, but that's one of those kind of like, man, that's a tough one. A really, really tough one. All right, Violet wants to show you her new whip. She got her wheels over there. Oh, they see me riding. They hating, patrolling, and trying to catch me riding dirty. So, yeah, good question. All right. What viscosity is best for a red, thick beard? For most red, thick beards, they generally lean more towards a thick viscosity oil, something that's going to have medium thick, thick. That's going to be something that's more along the lines of castor. Red beards usually align themselves more with the gray, white, silver beards because they are too also missing that outer layer of protection. What wash would you recommend? Oh, man, tons and tons of them. LCW from Beard Octane, or the Solid Beard Wash Bar from Beard Octane. Beard Wash from Dr. Nick's. I would recommend the Beard Wash from Copper John's, the Bearded Mac, Weatherbeard, Johnny Ray's. The beautiful thing, guys, is there are so many amazing washes. I'm pretty sure Tabletop does not have a wash yet. If they do, that would be news to me. I know that they were talking with a lab and getting everything rocking and rolling, but I don't think that they have theirs yet. So nope, but they will have one in the future. I'm pretty darn sure on that one. So hopefully that helps you out. If you want a specific recommendation, drop me a message and I'd be happy to give you a recommendation there. What's the shelf life on beard products when stored in a cool, dark place? Depends on the product. If we're talking about oil, balm, butter, on average, 2 to 3 years. They have a long shelf life, and I have some that are 6, 7 years old that are like brand new. And so 2 to 3 years old when stored properly. Wash-based products like a wash or water-based products like a wash or conditioner, I would say 9 to 12 months at most. Yep, so 9 to 12 months at most. And Twitch says, dry beard combing is like a madman will result in damage, broken hair, and pain and hair loss. Do at your own risk. So true. Ruben says, and thank you guys for these questions, man. This time would not be able to be possibly filled if it wasn't for you guys being here and asking these. So thank you. And they always turn into new videos. If you are in a humid environment often, should you trim your beard after it gets saturated by humidity or just trim it on the style of what what it is styled as? I recommend styling it and trimming it. I would not trim it from a humid place because the humidity makes your beard so unpredictable. And with it being unpredictable, if you trim it like that, it might not lay the same way tomorrow. And so I would do it from the styled way. Yeah. Josh, no, don't say sorry for a question, man. I appreciate that. He says, COVID's trying to make a comeback. Any advice on wearing a mask with a beard? Sorry if I'm asking too many questions. No, I love this. So I do have a video on this. If you want to look up like Dancy bearded mask, I'll have a video, but I would find a mask that drapes over your beard. This is in no way, you guys know I don't get political. I don't care about politics. I don't get into the news or anything. I don't ever plan on wearing a mask again myself. I have looked at a lot of stuff. I'm not a doctor. I'm not any of this stuff, but I don't plan on it myself. If there's going to be establishments that say, hey, yeah, we need a mask to come in here, I will likely take my business elsewhere. One of the main reasons is I absolutely hate my beard with a mask. Absolutely hate it. And my beard means a lot to me. So I'm just not going to put it in that position again. John says, do red beards fade, change faster because we're missing that protection? Yes, 100%, John. That is spot on, man. Yep, that is absolutely spot on. So yeah, for sure. DHT blocker, shampoo, conditioner, or biotin infused. So a DHT blocker, that is only for a head hair. We want DHT with our beard. Absolutely want it. Biotin infused, we don't have any evidence or proof that works. Now, we don't have evidence or proof that it doesn't work. I'm out to lunch on that one. I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's exciting or super good. I think it's something that we will know more about in the future. And so, yeah, we will know more about in future. And Jake says, found a good beard mask a few years ago online. Yeah, there's Amazon ones. There's custom people that create them. There's a lot of people that can find some really good beard masks. You just have to see what your face shape is, your type of beard, and then kind of go from there. And there will be things that will fit you. I mean, there's ones that I can wear that I will tolerate. I just don't really plan on it again. And you guys are dropping some great comments about ingredients out there. Squalene makes my beard super soft. Yeah, that's an awesome one. Yep, for sure, for sure. Yeah, there's a lot of great ones. Okay. And great question here. What's the best practice? And if I missed any questions, guys, I apologize. I did not try to. But if you have one that was skipped over, you can drop it in the chat. We just have a couple of minutes left here. But what's the best practice for evaluating companies' products? Spreadsheet kind of thing or just mental notes? How long should be given a proper evaluation? 3 days, a week, 10 days? Great question. And this is one that I discuss often because oftentimes there'll be new content creators that try out products and then they come to me and they're like, hey, what's your process? So I have to kind of explain it. My deal is I always try a company 7 times before making a true judgment, unless it's real bad, right? If it's real bad, I'll know right away and I'm not going to put my beard through that. But if I'm kind of on the fence, I want to make sure I'm trying it during the day, trying it at night, trying it on a wash day, trying it on a wash condition day. Maybe I'll even go crazy and throw in a rinse day, which is very rare for me. Maybe I'll try it with a beard butter afterwards and no beard butter afterwards. And so my advice would be to try and explore every avenue possible when you are going over these. We got little Violet back here playing with her toys behind the desk. Say hi. A little cutie. Awesome. Love that question, man. That's a great one. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer. I think some of us understand our beards more than others. I think some people need to get real analytical and make a spreadsheet. I've worked with companies that have the craziest spreadsheets of all time. They break down the linoleic acids, the GLAs, they break down the long chain fatty acids, every single one of them, and have percentages. That's not me, but I respect it and I think it's really cool. And there's a lot of great to it. So yeah, hey, there's Vivi. Mom and brothers are just getting home. Say something. Just one thing. They want to hear your voice. Say Adita. All right. She doesn't want to talk to you guys. Say it. Adita. That's a little Vivi. If you guys don't know, this is my daughter, Violet. Violet, how old are you? She's holding up 3. So she is 3 there. All right. So good question here. How does collagen work for my beard hair? My skin, says my skin makes her nails and hair grow, but I'm not sure on beard hair. It's great for the skin. Essentially what collagen is going to do is going to really nourish the skin underneath the beard, which is in return going to promote a healthy beard and help with growth too. So yeah, man, great ones. Dan, the beard company I mentioned to you, I've reached out to and nothing yet. Okay. All right. Good luck on that for sure. All right, guys, let me go ahead and circle back here. She'll talk in a minute. Yeah, she is not shy at all. Violet's the least shy human in the world. She's acting like it. All right, to circle back, guys, real quick, massive shout out to Tabletop Beard. So appreciated. Thank you guys for sponsoring. Thank you for making this possible. I hope that you guys enjoyed the little spot appearance from Violet. She's a handful, but she's so worth it and something that I absolutely love. So again, if you guys don't mind, go give Tabletop a follow on Instagram. Go check out their website. Go support them with social media in any way possible. Tabletop, thank you guys for sponsoring here. We'll see if Violet has any final words. All right, I'm about to get out of here. Do you want to say bye or anything to the people?
Bye.
Aw, say I love you.
Love you.
All right, guys. I love you guys too. If you need anything, please reach out. Hopefully this made your drive a little bit better, your day a little bit brighter, and talking about beard stuff. I'm about to get out of here. Dan C. Bearded. Stay